Hey, Steve Zalunardo here with Treviso North Realty in Vaughan, Ontario. Just to give you a quick update on the current market right now, we're at 29,668 units. Again, remember I'm talking about the mid-September, you're going to get a pump up of inventory. Today is September 15th, and this is the first time we've actually increased inventory in the last month. So we're at 29,668, so just shy of 30,000. We had a really robust sales, like 857 sales in the last 7 days, so that's quite positive. And if we kind of shift that over to Simcoe got a ton of inventory as well, 5,535 units with 147 selling. So they got stacked with inventory again, second week of September. Now you're going to start seeing this increase, and then it'll be a drop off. Like November, December, you'll start seeing a drop off. But we don't know now with the ramification of everything, because if obviously we're in touch with the market, in touch with the people, and a lot of people are struggling right now with job loss and stuff like that. So a lot of people are shifting to make moves, sell properties. The only thing I'm telling people now, don't wait to sell your property and think it's going to get better. If you're in a situation where you need to sell this property because financial doesn't make sense to hold the property, got to get it on the market, got to get it sold. Why? Because 857 sales the last 7 days. At some point, it's going to be sort of like checkmate. Like you can't move, there's no moves to being played on the board. You're kind of just stagnation, heavy stagnation, and there won't be a ton of sales, and it'll be very difficult to get anything sold. And if you do get it sold, it'll be at a far bargain. Like right now, we're unloading a ton of inventory for our clients, like listings that we have and buyer sales, which is great. So we've been on a tear the last couple of weeks right now, where it's like continuously deal after deal. So it's obviously we're getting rid of a lot of properties for clients that we've been holding for 90 days, especially in the 705. Like I'll give you an example, but I'll give you an example at the height of the market. The height of the market, property in Angus, like a townhome, 850,000, right? Let's just say it's around there, shy of 9, let's say, sold for 575 in today's market. So just to kind of give you an idea, and don't think it's getting better next year. 575 turns into 5.25, and it goes into the 4s. So just to kind of give you that an idea going forward. So if you think that you're going to sit and wait and things are going to come around, it's not. It's going to be, you got to remember, until 2029, 2030, so you got 3 to 4 years. It's going to sound so redundant, but it's every year you're going to see a downward trend in real estate prices. So until we hit that bottom lull period. In Florida, we hit that lull period earlier this year, and now we're getting that uptick. So we had just a quick down, a soft landing, like sideways actions with the prices is where we know we're kind of like lull period, and now we're starting to uptick. So that's good for Florida as well, where we're it's on a tear right now. We are hosting, obviously, how many tickets, Trent, so far we got for the webinar, for the immigration webinar? You said 70. Was what, 40 the first night and 30 the next? We need 70. Yeah, so 70 tickets sold right now. So we're almost filled up on the first night, which is great. Second night, we're halfway filled. I'm doing a little investor seminar on the Tuesday. Just, quick thing. It's free. Just come in. We're going to have an hour conversation. I'm going to show you how you can buy real estate in Southwest Florida. Get you a whole, all the information you would need to kind of make that process. If you are looking, so the Tuesday's free, that's going to be with me. The Wednesday, Thursday is going to be a charge of $100 a ticket or $150 for a couple. And just remember, in context, if you had to call an immigration lawyer and get a consultation, which is 15 minutes to 30 minutes, I paid 15 minutes. I paid I think it was $500 one time. I felt so empty and ripped off after that. This is such a bargain. Number one, you're going to get all my story. Like you're going to see someone that's actually done it, especially in the climate that we're in Canada, 2022 into now. So you're gonna get all my story going through it. How we can help you on both sides of the border. It's going to be me and Mike presenting the different real estate offices that we run on both sides of the border. And then you got Rocky from Mimone Law, which is the directing owner of the law firm, which is basically going to talk to you about how to get your visas, how to get into the States, and ultimately apply for your green card. That's pretty much it with that. And I just want to touch a little bit on what happened this week. It was obviously a very emotional week going forward, based on if the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. Obviously, if you followed his work, the man was a beautiful man, family man, man of his faith, and loved the country of America, right? Loved America. And it was assassinated by, obviously, young kids that 5 years ago they were basically normal people. Now they've gone through a system that's been indoctrination and thought this was a good idea to murder somebody, take someone's life, which is insanity. So yeah, heavy reflection on that going forward. And it's what are we doing? Obviously I'm a Christian. This is an attack on the way I'm living, the way I want to live my life, the way I want to live my kids, their lives, how I want my grandkids to have. This is a direct threat on how we want things. When the country was founded on these morals, this is just now a new thing, and we're under heavy attack. So what do we do? What do we do as Christians? It's just like you got to follow the lead what he had, and that's love your country for sure. Yeah, love your family, and then love your faith. And this is something that even for myself that we've been more intrigued in the last year or so. We're going to church every Sunday, which is fantastic. I've just switched to a non-denominational Christian church now, so it's not a Catholic church that we've been growing up to, and we find I get a lot more out of it. Doing Bible studies, I think this is so important for myself, to be honest, but also for our kids. And our kids come with us every Sunday, and it's foundation based, where they're coming out with something other than like indoctrination from school and some weird thoughts of how society should be, and which we're not in agreement with at all. So this is what we can do as parents. And then if you got, there's a picture of me, look at this, if you knew Steve, and when I was 18. So that was me yesterday at church. So I carried a Bible in church, which is something I would not have done. I would have been embarrassed to do, but you know what? This is what it's at. Actually, a good friend of mine that actually moved up here into Southwest Florida. We moved around the same time from Nobleton. He was my neighbor, a good guy. It's amazing how, God puts people in your lives. I met Dario. His kids went to the same school as ours. They were Christian schools. It's like indirectly. I never picked it because it was a Christian school. I just liked that it was small and it was private and it was close to home. So he introduced me to Southwest Florida. He introduced me to the lady that I hired to do my brokerage, Verdana Village, and then also bought me my first Bible, which is amazing. So this is obviously a new journey for us, and it's good for the kids. So now every Sunday we do church, and then I cook on the Traeger. So it's like building tradition with the kids where they have a foundation, a safe place to talk, and this is the whole point of this. Then also coming out of a Christian church, to be honest, not to throw Catholic churches under the bus, but you come out with a lot more information you can apply to your life. You can reflect on some of the conversations we reflect in the car with the kids, and this is something we want to make sure that our next generation is not indoctrinated, have a strong foundation. They have a love for their country. Obviously America is now our country. Love for the country, love for their faith, love for their family, and not to be indoctrinated by any BS that seems popular at the moment. But that's pretty much it. have an amazing day, guys. If you have any questions, it was a little bit somber at the end here, but please reach out. Have a great day.